Hello, and Aska. So, since I've been playing this game, there's been quite a lot of updates actually. So that's something to look into. But I think the priority is still trying to get this wall up. I mean, it's summer at the minute. But we're expecting an invasion in 16 days. I mean, the idea is try and funnel things over to here maybe, or at least I've got, you know, some people working in a barracks, so that would be beneficial. But I've also been looking into how to actually restrict what people can get access to, and it's not like other games I've played. It's a bit more complicated because I mean we've got like settlement storage here, and it tells me what we've actually got in store. But I can't actually restrict access to anything this way. Instead, what you've got to do is restrict access through the buildings. You've got to actually block people from being able to get access to a building. So if I go to here, for instance, go to the warehouse menu. What we've got at the minute is by default, everybody's got access to this building. But what I can do is restrict it and say, well, actually, only the warehouse workers can get access. Only the cooks can get access to it, and so on. But you've got to build a bit of a difficult sort of like system, really, where I think you need different warehouses for different things. I mean, when I built all this, it's a mixture of different storage types, and this whole system would work better if I had a warehouse that was dedicated to food, for instance. So then I could have, like, farmers could get access to certain things in a warehouse where they need access to maybe seeds or something. The cooks over there could get access to a warehouse where I've got food. But the actual villagers themselves, they could only get access to the end food, if you will. So I'd have to have lots of different types of warehouses. One warehouse where I'm storing the raw food, one warehouse where I'm storing the cooked food. Or I could just let them get access to here, but then you can't. How do you store up like a large supply of food? It gets more and more complicated. So it's there, but it's more difficult than it needs to be, I'd feel. We've actually got a house, haven't we? It's 10 o'clock. So I can actually grab some sleep. The trouble, one thing I find with this game is it doesn't give you it's like a speed up of your time. So we're just going to stay here and time's just going to tick by slowly, which isn't ideal really. You should be having a system where it speeds up the time. I think I see that when you've got multiplayer games. But yeah, that's something that they need to think about, I think. Is get an ability to actually just pause the game, it speeds it up, and then off you go, you pick up the next day. Because the trouble is it's working at night, for instance. I mean, you don't really need sleep. We'll get a buff. But yeah, it would be a lot better if they did that. Anywho, I want to focus on the walls, basically. That's my main priority. What have we got in here? Anything? Something? Nothing? Mushroom soup? Some of that change. Some jam. I thought, who have we got here? We've got... I want to get access to that. So we've got two people working here, but they're working... So Class works during the day. Edvard, right, okay, so I've got one for each shift, so that's good. Because I've got some people work on the day, some people work at the night. But also it keeps the whole thing ticking over. Like somebody makes, if somebody just made stuff in the morning, or throughout the normal hours of the day, at some point that would stop. And then it'd be a case of if everything's used up, you've got to then wait for somebody to come back in the next day to make it all over again. So yeah, I really think about a lot of the different jobs that you've got in here. And ideally you do want people who work day shift and people who work night shift. And I'm finding like the night shift ones can be very difficult to find, which I suppose makes sense really, but yeah, it's definitely one of these games that keeps you on your toes in terms of thought. What do I need to do? How do I plan and prepare for this? Anyway, I'm just going to smash these up because the trouble is the way the game works is that every time I just go past, you see these dragons just suddenly stand up. Well, they're dead basically. Well, technically they're not dead, they weren't alive anyway. But you walk by and you see this body suddenly stand up and then it just falls back down again. It's a strange feature. Right. So I've got to run this wall. That means I'm going to have to drop. I'm going to have to drop it on that side, aren't I, as well? Because otherwise somebody could just come in over the top there. So it's all about lowering it in one place and raising it in another. So chop these bits up and get them out of the way. I can hear you. Don't be getting any funny ideas. They cause all sorts of mischief, them things. Seriously, don't try my patience. Right, let's clear this thing out of the way. I feel obliged to get rid of these. I don't know if they have any impact on people or not when you're just seeing like dead but seriously. I don't know if it has any impact on anybody. I mean, I know in some games they do. They see like dead bodies lying around, they start to get a bit concerned and start to get a bit sad. Right, so we want to do, let's see, so terraforming. So now it's changed because before what you would do is you have like you can kind of like level places and then you can go around with a tool to turn something into a bit of a path. Now they've got this really much better road making system, I must admit. I quite like that. That's quite a lot of work to it, but it's yeah, it's pretty good actually. Seriously, go away. Go on, shoot. Skedaddle. Well, bless the mischief, thank you very much. I think I'll just well, you never know, somebody might want that. Somebody might find that useful. But yeah, we're now down to 15 days to where I want to pick that up. I want to lower the ground. Oh, now that's a thought as well, because they've also changed things as far as like the archery goes. Because before you just had like a barracks, and then that's great for melee. And then you'd have archers in their archery, but you also had these turrets. So it's like, well, what do? I mean, the melee folks, they can go on wandering on patrols and what have you, but the archers were just staying put and not doing anything. You had turrets or towers, and you could assign someone to a turret, but they'd just stay there. So it's like, well, what do? That means I'm going to have multiple shifts. I need people who work in the archery. I need people who work in the towers. And it starts adding up all these people that you need to do things. But since then, they've introduced what looks to be quite cool. This idea that you can actually now create an archery, and you can get people to actually patrol the actual. You put people in an archery, but you can actually get them to patrol the actual turrets. So nobody just stays in a turret now, which seems a lot better, because then it's like the melee ones where they can actually do training. So they'll do the patrols and they'll spend time at the actual barracks and actually train. And now you've got like an equivalent for the archers. So that sounds a whole lot better. Ooh, I've survived 72 days. Woo! But then it's just suddenly got me thinking, well, in that case I'm going to have to start putting these big turrets up onto the actual... you'd have to start putting turrets up onto the actual walkway. And then that adds a whole new requirement where you need these walls a lot wider. I mean, I'm doing them to about two wide roughly. But whether that will hold an actual tower or not remains to be seen. Because I think what the devs had in mind was that you would have kind of like forts. That's the idea. This is one of the frustrating things about using the same key for multiple purposes. I'm trying to do some terraforming and keep picking logs up instead. But yeah, I think what the devs had in mind was the idea that you'd be going out building forts, which kind of makes sense really, but then trouble is they just don't last. It's very easy to things to break. Oh, poor chickens. Let's go and put some bits and pieces away. But yeah, I think this is a lot more practical because it's pretty expensive keeping these walls up. I mean, I've got just basic repairs like this, for instance, not getting done. So it's like, deposit. What have I got in here? Broken metal parts. Is that? Oh, hang on. Why am I not depositing things? Because it's full. What have I got in my pockets then? Sticks. Is there anywhere where I can put sticks somewhere? I think the stick one's usually quite a big. Yeah, I don't think I've got another warehouse, or have I? What's this little building? That's going to be another cottage. Where is bargain there? We put the sticks in there and there. Right, let's get back on track with this then. So yeah, this is a bit weird where we end up with all these things just left lying around. Right, so that's going to come out to, say, about here, if I can. That's a $64 million question. Can I bring that all the way out there? I'm going to have to find somewhere else to raise this ground. Oh, that's something else I need to remember and I need to get used to, is that we've still got this thing where they insist, for some bizarre reason, that the water bottle should always be in slot 1. So I think I'm at a point where I'm just going to accept that that's the way it is, because that's what they want to do. So I'll put that in there, and I'll put that in there. Put the bow in there. Don't necessarily need those in that. Things like that you don't necessarily need in your hotbar anyway, but that's one thing I like about the game, is that it automatically picks an item for you when you're doing something. Right, anyway, what I need to do is, see if I can level from here then. Or am I going to have to come in from another side to get the rest of that ground at a high height? So we go out to there. It's not quite straight. Right, that's in the way, so that's going to have to come out. I didn't want to do that. I'm trying to... there's the stump. I'm trying to get the stump out of the way. Get that one removed as well. Now, trouble is, I think we might get past that rock. I think. I don't know. I think we might. Well, do we need to? I mean, I could potentially coming in at an angle. I think I might have to build around that one. It's a bit annoying. Alright, just keep clearing this area out. That part of the wall, it's coming. It looks like it's at an angle. What happened there? What on earth happened there? It was supposed to be. Yeah, how did I end up with that? That doesn't make sense. You should be coming along this way. That's why I've noticed. I mean, I when I started building that section, I turned around because I'm trying to line it up. So I've gone completely off track here. Right. Yes, we'll terraform that. So if we go from there to there. The question is that going to line up? Oh, fudgesicles, I fell over. It's going to take me ages to get all the way back again. But on the plus side, if I've got a high enough wall, it's going to be difficult for anything to get in and attack me. So I can just funnel them. So that's the plan. Right, I think that makes more sense to me. Yeah, that makes more sense to me. Right, let's get back to our terraforming again on this side then. So I think I should be going here. Yeah, I've no idea what happened there. It just completely lost the plot. Oh, fiddlesticks, I fell down again. Well, what I could do... It's totally wonky. It'd be good if they could put like a little a plan up, like a grid system so you can actually see where you're going. That's not even close. Sure, that's right. I think this one's off. Because I can't tell without having a grid. That is terrible. Oh, that's because we're moving it. That's why. It's moving while I'm moving. This doesn't look right at all. Right, let's run from here. But yeah, it would be nice if you could like get it at snapped points or something, or because it gives you. I mean, there's a lot of flexibility in this, but it can go against you. Right, so what does that look like? Because I'm trying to make it in line with the main wall over there. It's got to be that, surely. No. Doesn't feel right. Because the trouble is, all of this has got to line up at some point. Although to be fair, the way I'm building it at the moment, it won't anyway because it's going to line up with the... It's all heading for the barracks anyway, that's the plan. Try not to fall over. Oh, no, that's probably not a good idea. I mean, that would be... I think that's why I started steering in this direction. It's that there. There's a big rock outcropping here, and it gets in the way. Fudgesicles. I mean, it would be good if you could sort of build over the top of it, or just you know, maybe you need like special tools to be able to, higher tier tools to be able to remove it, but no, you're kind of like stuck with it. That's a pity, that. Just take these down just to clear the path, because I'm just going to have to work my way around it. So this is at a slightly higher height. So can I build here? I mean, I'll have to go slightly to the right. Yeah, it's not like that at all. Now these trees are in the way. Take these out. Oh yes, we have got the proper axe to take this one out as well. Chop these up. Yeah, chop that up. I think there's one behind me here. Yeah, well, I'll have to say that one has to come out. Right, so how we're doing? So we need those. It's a lot of the newer types of wood. How's that going to line up? I mean, it's maybe from about here then. And the trouble is let's take that out. Nope, that's not the intention. That's not what I was trying to do. Try it from about, yeah, I'll try from about here. Because it is a bit higher. It doesn't like that. No, it's another tree stump. Pesky tree stumps. And from here then. Yeah, that might work. Up to about here. Right, so you've got to come out. I think this one to the right is as well. Right, I'm just going to leave... Oh, bloodsickles. Oh, has anybody got another axe? Oh, what's that we're building? We're building something. We're building something somewhere. I don't know what it is, but it looks good. What have we got in here? Oh, cool. I'll have that. Hold on, what have I got? Like, oh, that's a thought. I don't know if I've got a... There's something you can build to basically like repurpose broken items. I think that's it there. Yeah, so That's it's a metal parts collector. So just leave them there. So then somebody can, so rather than actually somebody having to create a whole new set of ingots and what have you, they can just repurpose that to make the same axe again. So that's useful. Right, let's see if I can get back on track with this then. Having said that, that's got to be at the right height as well, doesn't it? Maybe it's better if I do this bit first. I mean, this is wonky as well. It's like, what on earth happened here? Ooh. That's the... Oh, shift. Okay, I'm using the shifter rule. Oh, that was it, because this is at a... Oh. Yeah, it's too... fudgesicle. Can you do that? Maybe. Do it a bit. Bring it up to a bit of a height. But we are seriously low on water and food. Let's just bring this out a bit further if we can, and I won't have to make a mad dash to get something to eat, otherwise we'll have problems. Right, has anybody on the night shift made any food? Has anybody made any food for that matter? Oh yeah, it's that type. It's the meat soup, so that should get by for a bit longer on the meat soup. Came through. Oh, more skeleton bodies. I wouldn't care, we don't really use that much. It's no raw. Oh, we're out of water. That is shocking. Probably because we're doing all the farming. Yeah, that's better. So no, I think I need to get into a habit of using the water bottle on hotbar 1. Weapons, for instance, on other hotbars, but then just drinking from that little water bottle, really. Right, that's broken up. Yeah, the one thing I'm finding though with the game is we end up with just way too many bones. That starts causing problems for the hunters, because they end up filling the storage, for instance, up. I mean, we've got like 98 bones. I don't need that many bones. Seriously. I just don't need that many bones. Let's see if we can do... So they're the workers. Your tasks are... I mean, I've got it set to say just don't bother collecting any bone fragments, because it's just too many of them. I mean, I know you can turn them into arrows and what have you, but we just seem to end up with just so many of them. Right, everyone's got problems. That's understandable. Right, we built a building somewhere, and I can't for the life of me remember what. There's the cottage over there they're building. There's something else they're building. What on earth have they built? That's barracks 2. Oh, nice, I thought. Really? Right, so we've got fishing over there. Well, now that's something I should really be doing, is setting them up kind of like a little fishing village. So having the people live down here and work down here, that would be a whole lot better. So in that case, I mean, that's where the target marker is. Whether anybody will ever get around to doing it or not, I don't know, but I think I'm going to set it up to get some places built over there so that they're more self-sufficient. then what I can do is start setting up like transport between the two areas. So that there's things that we'll have over here that they'll need. We'll want the fish from them. But there's, you know, clothes or whatever it is we can transfer over to them. Seriously? Can you not get up there? Oh, hold on, Tick. Are we going in the right direction? No, we're not. I'm following the marker for the wolves, aren't I? I want to be heading over to here. Yeah, I want to be heading in this direction. And then what I can do is I can, as I say, set up like just trade between them. I mean, really it's just marketplace sort of stuff. But I think that'll go a lot better. Oh, we're out of Huff and Puff. Right, so I want to be heading in that direction. So whether the actual villagers get round to building this sort of stuff, I don't know, but I can at least put down the structures and send it up to them whether they build or not. Right, so we've got... Now, is that an upgrade or something that I've got in progress? Ooh, we're no longer well hydrated. It's embarrassing. So what do we got here? We've got... Right, okay, so that's that there. So that is then... Let's see. No. This is the trouble with them, like... Keys have multiple purposes. It just depends on on what you're actually picking. So Sigrid, for instance, is working here. Now the trouble is all this food ends up going to waste. Right, let's pick as much of that up as I can. So I think what I'll do is I'll get them to build a... Can I get them to build a house over here, maybe? So housing, cottage... Why wouldn't you build a house here? You need a house. What's your issue? It doesn't tell you what the problem is, just won't build it. We'll build one over there somewhere probably, but... Probably not such a good place to pick by the looks of it. What if we build it... Oh, I'll have to flatten this one. Maybe that's the solution. I'm just going to flatten the area. Having said that, I've got to... that's a thought. Is that rock in the way? Is that why? Well, we've got a central storage. I'll have to set them up with our own cook and everything. Can I take that out? No. Certainly can't take that out. Let's try it again. It's a bit frustrating, that. Ah, there we go. I'll pin that just so I can keep an eye on it. We've got a house. We've got some storage. Probably want to extend that out. So what if we get a cook in here? Now there's going to be. Let's see. We do. Probably going to need a. Yeah, I'll need a wood cutter down here. Reason being is then they'll be able to supply the actual wood for the fires. Don't necessarily need one of those. A stone cutter, fisherman. A gatherer is also useful. gatherer over here. So we get them to build those. So we've got a house, wood for the fire. Oh, now that's something else I need, because they might probably start complaining without a barracks as well, won't they? I need somebody to protect them. It's not really practical to be sending patrols down here, especially at night. So if we set up a barracks, and I've always got somebody to look after them. So anything else I could do with Gavra? Not necessarily. I could have, don't necessarily need the stone. Oh, that was it. It was the cookhouse, wasn't it? So somebody to actually cook all of this. Spin that around. Put them, say, there. So we've got multiple sources of food and somewhere to store it. Warehouse, what if we put an extension in? I'll tell you what, let's flatten this area. What if we do it at about, say, that height? Because otherwise things just seem to disappear into the ground. It's a bit odd. What's even more odd is I need some food. But hopefully that'll start getting more efficient, because I can then set up a market as well. Well, I've already got a market at the main base, so I could send somebody down here just to gather the fish, for example, because at the moment it's just going to waste. And speaking of which, have we got fish up here? Because at least it leaves them some wiggle room. I mean, having said that, you do end up with, like, spoiled food, which is good for the farmers. Right, we'll dump these in here. But it just gives them a bit more storage. Otherwise they'll just just stand around with nothing to do. That's where the market person and the warehouse person will come into play. They'll be able to get the fish from there and put it in here. Right. I'll take some of the back with me. Right, so I'll leave that. So here's our fisherman coming along. So hopefully she'll be able to get more fish. And then I'll go and take this over back to the main base, and hopefully they'll be able to turn this into fish soup. Yeah, I could do with a road. That's something else to do, because they've improved the game, like when it comes to roads. Because up to now, you would have to build your own, like terraform the road out, and then start putting stone down with your own road maker. Now you can actually do what you do with like the terraforming. You can actually assign the work to your workers and get them to actually do all this, which makes a lot more sense. Right, let's drop these on the floor. Right, I need to harvest each individual fishy. It's a long, slow process. It would be better if you could do this in your inventory like you can with the bark, for instance. Because like if you've got bark in your inventory, you can strip it down to fibre within your inventory. As far as I'm aware, you don't have like an equivalent to be able to gut the fish. Right, I'm going to put this in their box. Didn't really mean to do that. Oh no! I accidentally ate raw fish. That's not good. That wasn't good. Can dismantle it. Can't upgrade it. Where's the what happened to the storage? Oh, there it is. Oh, no. Gotta be very careful where you're pointing at. Right, there you go. Hello. What is it you're collecting, by the way? So where are they going? Ah, right, so you're going to the cave to collect iron ore. Ah, right, I've already got that set up. Crikey. It just shows you how long it is since I've played this. Completely forgot. Fudgesicles. Right, I need water. And then we can get back to our walls. So, we'll leave them to get on with all that stuff down in the little fishing area. Hopefully. That wasn't what I wanted to do. Oh, it's supposed to be drinking out there. Out of the... I'll get used to it. One day. I'll get used to it. Right, there's one of those pesky furry things. Actually, how many builders have we got? Sort by... Have we only got one person as a builder? It's neither wonder nothing's getting done. Right, I need more people. But... I was waiting until we got that done, didn't I? Fudgesicles. Oh, this is bad. We need more people. Yeah, otherwise all this building work I'm giving them is going to take forever. It's like, didn't really think that through now, did I? Right, if we go try and stick to that line. Keep going in that direction. That's about as far as I can get. Because I mean, it does kind of give you angles. I mean, one of them is going to be. I'm assuming that. Is that not the straight part? That's about as straight as it gets. Yeah, that looks to be the straight one. It's kind of pointless because it's already built. Right, let's keep trying to get this then done. We'll stick to this inside wall. You need one long stick to get that to stage 3 then. I can hear you. I know what you won't do. Won't be getting any funny ideas. There will be consequences. They're taunting me. They're just taunting me. I can tell. Right, now that's off because of there. So we go in that direction. I mean, how... That's too high, isn't it? Oh, there's a rock in the way there. You're very hungry, are you? Well, that's not good, is it? Maybe, just maybe, we might be able to get some fish soup. Assuming someone's working in the oven, and assuming I've actually told them to make some. A lot of assumptions there. Coming through. Right, there's no food. None. Why is there no food? You're going to make some? Because I'd appreciate some. I could do with something to eat. Good on you. We're not very well. Okay, we need to go and see the witch doctor. Witch doctor. That doctor. Right. I'm going to smash me up with a branch. That's kind of them. Strangely enough, we actually end up getting better. Right, what have we got today? We have got something. Cabbage soup. What about... Is there any fish still left? Let me put one of the fish in there. Bit of a mixture. Oh, we don't have enough water. Yes, we do. Ah, cool. That's not, I want to put these back in, not take them out. I just feel like having some fish soup for a change. I'm just saying. Is it too much to ask? Bit of fishy soup? Not fishy soir, fishy soup. Oh, nope, that wasn't the plan. We need to gather. Ah, that's not enough. Oh, fudgesicles. This is appalling. Now, fill a little canteen up. Right, that's full. Ooh, stage 3, we need 2 bark. Right, so they're almost done actually. Now the carpenter's not making any progress though. What's up with the carpenter? What? Why? When? Who? What? Have you got any fish soup out of all this lot? There you go, fish soup. Woo! Right, I'll have that later. I can hear you. I know I can. Because I can. Right, so what have we got going on over here then? I mean, are you making anything? Can you not make anything? So this is all the carpentry stuff. What's the problem? You need iron nails, hardwood, long sticks, hardwood. Alright, okay. Oh. So... Is that not finished or something? I mean, it's just left lying around. Oh. Bicycles. You got anything in here for hammers? You don't make them, do you? You got any hammers? Thank you. I'll finish that off, seeing as nobody else can be bothered. I'm just saying. I'm getting there. I've no idea what it's for, but it's going to be finished. I think that's alright. Send it to quenching. So what's that we've got? It's an iron bar. Okay, sounds useful. Something. Right, you're saying there's no nails? Well, what's on your list of things to do then? Surely do you not make the nails? I am intrigued. Who's making nails? The nails get made here, surely, because I can craft them. Where's the forge? So this is for the carpentry. Somewhere, I'm sure there was a way to make nails. Oh, crikey, these are all new. All these different little decorations. Oh, cool. Nothing to do with nails, by the way, but never mind. And we've got... So this is more associated with the clothing. Seriously? Yeah, this is more associated with clothing. So you make the linen and the threads over here. Then over here, you start making the leather sort of stuff. Storages. I mean, have we got any... We've got like a shortage of iron, maybe? So there's the bloomery. Or rather the coal. This is where they make the coal. This is where they actually make the bloom. They turn the iron into bloom. As far as I recall, this is where they you make nails here. Ah, here, yeah, you can make nails here. So what they should be doing is, if they need to make something, so like, let's see, say like that, then what they should do is make the head and gather some, get some sticks from somewhere. If they need to make anything involving nails, then they should be making the nails. That was the whole, like, sequence, basically. I mean, I was just checking because I thought, well, maybe I can get them to make... I can get them to make some just for the sake of it. Get them to make some. I'll make sure they've always got some nails. Trouble is they always need the tools though. So they always need a draw knife. Make sure there's always a draw knife. And an iron axe. That way they can make things. So just make sure there's always one. Then they get into these sort of things. Is that a crafting axe? I can hear you. So that's a crude iron axe. Yeah, so these are the warfare ones. These are the tools. So that would be a large crude iron axe. Make sure there's always... Actually, does somebody over here not do though? Because they work more with a fibre, don't they? See what their tasks are. Right, let's make sure we've always got a good supply of rope for people. We always need those for the farmers. Oh, hold on, take this out. Oh no. That's 5 rope. Take that back out. I'm surprised they let me do that. Yeah, we already had a task in there for rope, it just wasn't at the top. Right, anywho, so we've now got this built. So who's living in a shelter? Anybody? Somebody? Shelter. You're in shelter. Ah, we've only got room for 2 people. Right, okay. Logicals. I forgot you need to build the beds as well, don't you? Not them, not them, not them. Batch bed. They need somewhere to sleep. So that'll be a bit better for them. And then we're also adding... have a look. We've got anywhere for storing... Yeah, firewood storage. We're getting to put that in. Over there. Right, so I've got enough wiggle room now for 2 people over here. I mean, some of the people I'll bring in will end up working down at the fishing area anyway. Now that's a thought. This... So I've already got a town militia, haven't I? And I've already got a... I mean, I can upgrade it. No, there's no upgrades currently available, so that's done. Right, so I need more little blue stones. Oh, I've got enough. Right, let's see what we can, or who we can get, I should say. Probably need a huntsman. I just need somebody in general to work. I mean, they've got an iron stomach. It's not really a big thing. I mean, a hunter could be useful, at least, I mean, put them into archery maybe later on. Or have you got a... Ooh. So it rains a lot here, so that might not be such a good idea. Alright, we'll go with Randy instead then. And I'll put this this food back. Because that's raw food there. You've not got another raw food? Oh, that's water. So yeah, I'm going to see me having to build more more warehouses, aren't I? That's not what I want. That doesn't go in there, they go in there. Ooh, survived another day. For you! I feel so lucky. Right, I'm going to have to put this... Was I not going to do something over here, I think? Pretty sure I was going to do something. I mean, this decoration... Oh, we can put up a Yule tree. That might cheer them. It's not winter yet, but, you know, what the heck. Yeah, I might end up having a warehouse over on this side, then. And leave that one specific to food. Yeah, that could be something. I need another... Having said that, I'm gonna... It's the one downside of putting up these walls, is it's going to be harder to expand out. That is the downside. Because I want another one of these cottages. I think I'm going to put a... I think I was going to put an archery range in, but I may not necessarily have to since they patrol. I may not necessarily have to be here. Maybe I could put the other barracks over there here. So I've got 2 barracks on the entry point. That's a possibility. That frees up a bit of room there, and I'll just have to work my way in that direction. Because I'll have quite a bit of room here, I think. The only drawback is you've got a water well there, gets in the way. There's another one there. There's another one there, so I could probably fit some housing in here, I think. I think that should be possible. Somebody's snapping things up. This all needs flattening as well, doesn't it? So we go in this direction. The only drawback is there's only me and one other builder at the minute, so I'm not going to make much progress until I get more builders on board. Right, let's just try and at least get something done in terms of the walls, because that bit there is not going to get any higher. Do it in a minute once that bit's done. Who? No, I don't want to pick things up. I just want to build. I want to build my wall. We need a great wall of soil and rock and whatever it is. Whoa! This is quite fun. This seems to have quite a good gameplay in that. Stop picking things up and just build a wall, will you? Right. Yeah, they're the least of my problems, smokers. I'm just saying. Smokers are not a big problem. What is a big problem is rocks getting in the way. They're not beneficial. They don't bring anything to the table. Not ones that you can't break up anyway. Seriously, dude, stop picking things up. Yeah, I think that's the one downside here is... it's like... Everything's like... There's just so many things you can do by pressing a single button. It's like, usually it ends up not being the thing that you want to do. Seriously? Yeah, man. Yep, go and hit that bit there. Now do that one there. No, don't pick it up. And do that bit there. And then do that bit there. It's quite straightforward if they actually just do what you want them to do. Seriously? Oh, blimey, it goes all the way out to there. That's one thing to bear in mind though, is if you've got any like resources lying on the ground and you hit them, it does actually destroy them. So it's like, stop picking things up. Come on. It's a bit better. It looks a bit wonky, but it's... At least we're starting to get some barriers up. So yeah, so we're going to have to keep expanding this out. I've got now 13 days. I'm at least up past there now. So bring this all the way around to there. I might end up just taking that bit out. Just leave a bit of a gap here. Maybe that's where the wall ends. Because you can put a gate up. You can still have an actual gate if you want one. But it just means that's the main point of entry. You can't, once it's finished, you won't be able to get into this village without coming through here. And then we've got our barracks. So actually maybe I want to put the other barracks up here maybe. I mean, I've got a bit of wiggle room over there. Yeah, there's a bit of wiggle room over here, actually. Oh, somebody's turned up, haven't they? In which case I better just assign them. Oh no, they're not. We've still got a few more minutes to go. So there's still a bit of wiggle room over here for the houses. But yeah, the priority for now. I mean, there's a lot of other things I could be doing, but I think the priority now, given how much time we've got, it's really to get this wall in place. I've got to raise the wall up, and then I've got to take away the sides. I've got to make it lower on the other side because I don't want anybody just casually just climbing over the top. I mean, I've got to climb up that height, so that's not too bad. At least it's something. But over there, you see, you can just climb up there, and then you can walk all the way along. And eventually, if I can get the the towers up with some archers, then they'll be able to take pot shots at those things. Because I've noticed they're not, when you get these invasions, the like the draugrs, the skeletons, and what have you, when they turn up, they're not always that intelligent, I must admit. But yeah, there's ways and means to make your life a lot easier. But of course, that's all for another episode.